Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rose with another video. Before I get into this juicy topic that is happening right now, I'm going to take a little minute of your time to say thank you for everybody that is coming back from my previous videos that I made. I know that in those videos I had a tiny bit of technical difficulties. My camera wouldn't focus properly and I had to reset my entire camera, and now it's fixed. And I thank all of you for your patience. I thank all of you that still took the time to watch my video. I appreciate you guys. And it is a bumpy road for me starting this channel, but hey, I am super resilient, and whatever bumpiness that comes with this channel, I am ready to face it. So thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to do that. Okay, so let's get in this Bachelorette situation that is going on, okay? So before I go in with my commentaries, what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to actually play a series of clips of what the internet is saying about the subject. I feel like the internet is a little bit divided when it comes to the subject. So we're going to review that first, and then I'll come back with my own commentary. And you may be surprised with what I have to say. So let's watch the videos first.
88% of Americans had cable, but by the end it was only about 63%. And the reason for the drop is most people realized they'd rather watch TV on the internet than pay these expensive cable subscriptions. The next issue was how people consumed reality TV, where YouTube and TikTok took over, constantly producing different reality content for people to watch, so they weren't seeing cable TV shows as much anymore like The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. Because of that, by 2023, The Bachelorette ratings collapsed, where they're only getting 2 million viewers an episode. So because of that, ABC had this idea, and now would say, hey, let's take TikTok and bring it to reality TV. So they decided to make Taylor Frankie Paul their new host. First, Taylor seemed like the perfect pick because she had over 4 million followers on social media and was huge for Mom Talk, which was a bunch of Mormon wives who went viral on TikTok and got 5 billion views in a period of 2 years. But her personal life had a lot of problems. First complaint being just how crazy the Mormon wives got, where basically they were all having swinger relationships with each other's husbands, but then things completely went out of the line where they started having full-blown relationships with each other. So because of that, there was a swing of divorces, and yeah, Taylor got a lot of blame for that. Just to make things worse, she was also arrested in 2023 after having this massive fight with her husband, where she was arrested for domestic abuse, where he accused her of endangering their child in the process. Crazy about that is this: when Taylor was arrested, that was when she was made a host on The Bachelorette, which was a show on ABC that was owned by Disney. And Disney opted not to fire her, but at the same time, they fired John Lasseter, the creator of Toy Story, because he was accused of hugging coworkers inappropriately. I hate to say this, but it's true. It showed a massive double standard with Disney, where they were willing to fire a man who made them billions of dollars because he was accused of hugging inappropriately during the wrong period of time, but a woman who was legitimately arrested for endangering a child was just okay. But it didn't last for long, where the footage came out where she was clearly abusing her husband, and also at the same time she threw a chair at him that hit the kid. So yeah, everything she was accused of turned out to be absolutely true. Because that, ABC finally canceled The Bachelorette and wasted $40 million on a new season they won't release, and with that I'm sure we're all subscribed, learn something.
Producer, and we have to talk about The Bachelorette being canceled. Let's talk about what I think is going on, how much money they're losing, what's happening. I'm surprised, and I'm not surprised that it got canceled for a few reasons. ABC is going to lose a lot of money. In terms of reality shows, this is one of the more expensive ones. It's not as expensive as like a shiny floor show, but it's a legacy show, so it's union, so the crew gets paid well. It has high production value. There's a big art team on it. I had to see the full budget. So if anyone actually worked on the show and has the budget, like, I would love to see it. I would guess ABC is down 5 to 7 million on just the production of the show, and then additionally they've done PR around it, run paid advertisements, and that's not counting any of like the soft costs from the network of like the executives who are getting salaries paid by ABC that are working on it. The video is horrifying, and I would bet, I don't know, everything I own, that Dakota is the one leaking it, especially in the clip that was leaked and the timing. Leaking this clip now, trying to do as most damage as possible to her Bachelorette journey, and this is one way to do it. Clip specifically also shows Dakota in an incredibly flattering light. Obviously, Taylor has a lot of issues. I really hope she has support and help right now. While her actions are not excusable, I worry about people's mental health when things like this happen and they get so bombarded with terrible things on their phones. And we've seen this play out with other reality stars, unfortunately. So I really hope she has the help she needs. Dakota is not a saint. And that clip specifically being leaked, where he looks very good in it, is not an accident. I would guess TMZ paid him low six figures for that clip. To be clear, that clip is from 2023, so the thing that she's already pled guilty to. I think ABC did the right thing by pulling the show off the air, and I'm not that surprised because ABC's brand is so safe and vanilla. Like, if this was an HBO Max or Netflix, they probably would have aired it and just been like, this is the gamble we made. But ABC's brand just doesn't go with any kind of scandal, which is why this casting was so shocking. Guys who filmed the show probably have gotten paid. They got paid for the work they did on the show when they're filming. So, like, they're not going to lose out on any money, but obviously they're going to lose out on the bump they would get from the show airing. Wonder if, depending on how this plays out, if they will do like a men tell all thing just to get their side of the story. But I don't know. ABC probably just wants to sweep this under the rug and pretend like it never happened and never talk about it again. Taylor's probably received most of her payment as well. If she has good lawyers, her contract would preclude either of them from suing each other, so it would be like a mutual indemnification where she couldn't sue them and they couldn't sue her. But I don't know if ABC lets that fly, and I don't know if she had good lawyers. I do wonder if ABC will go after her for the loss in revenue, because ABC doesn't make any money back until that show airs. Like, that's how they make the money. So when you win a competition show, you don't get paid until the show airs because they have to put the ads against it, and then that's how they get the payment back. ABC has made no money off of this show until it airs, so they're not going to make any money, and they're going to run a big loss on it. ABC is massive, so this is probably a drop in the bucket, but still, they're not going to be happy about it. I'm sure it was a nutty day in the ABC office the second that thing leaked. Every single person got on a conference call to talk about what they were going to do. And I'm guessing, honestly, when the news first dropped, they had made plans for if this escalated, what they were going to do. Like, they mapped out, here's what's going to happen if we release it. Here's what's going to happen if we re-edit it. Like, I think they had this planned at the beginning of the week. And this video came out and they said, we're going with plan C. We're pulling the show. I think they did the right thing, but it's very, very hard to watch this happen, play out. And I really hope all of the people involved have the support they need. It's really sad and it's really unfortunate. ABC made a huge gamble by putting one star across two of their huge franchises. And this can unfortunately happen, especially when it's an erratic star like Taylor.
Neck forward to say ABC and Hulu, give us the season. And we don't care what you got to do with her on the back end. As a matter of fact, I do want to see the new season of The Bachelorette. I don't care what y'all got to say on the internet. Now, I do understand why people are whining and crying about why they should not air this season of The Bachelorette, and they're absolutely correct. This woman is a literal monster who probably should be in anger management. But because I have learned about who Toned Bone is, I fear I need to see the season. Now, if you guys aren't already following Big Brother T, you need to be following Big Brother T because they are giving me all of the snippets of all of the eligible bachelors who were on the show. Specifically, somebody by the name of Toned Bone. Now, according to Big Brother T, they said that this man calling himself Toned Bone on the internet is the one who proposed to Taylor, and they're really trying to keep us from seeing it. If his name wasn't convincing enough, let me play you a snippet of his music, because yeah, he's a rap singer.
Like that. Show me how you move like that. Can you show me?
And you're really telling us we're not allowed to see this season? Why are you punishing us? Punish her. And if Toned Bone wasn't enough of a convincing that we need to see the season, Big Brother T also posted about this individual by the name of Johnny Biceps. Now, according to Big Brother T, they go on to say that there is a man in Taylor's season of the name of Johnny Biceps. They believe, the blogger, that he might have been eliminated early because he seems annoying. There are a number of ways to go around punishing her, but punishing us and punishing the casting director. The casting director, who probably could win an Emmy from this season alone, to punish them and not let us see their pics. All of these guys sound terrible, might I add. It's a grave injustice for the messy community. This is a grave injustice for messy community, and I will put my neck forward to say ABC and Hulu, give us the season. and we don't care what you got.
I get a call saying, hey, we are interested in you hosting The Bachelor. It came down to me, Michael Strahan, and Tyra Banks. They wanted to keep it in the ABC family. Michael Strahan hosted Good Morning America. Tyra Banks at the time hosted Dancing with the Stars. I said, you can find somebody more famous than me. You won't find anybody better than me. Ultimately, they asked me to end up hosting it. But before they asked me to end up hosting it, severe background check after background check after background check. Not only do they do that, they give me a whole booklet in order to host just this one episode and debrief me on all of that. Not only do they do that, they give me all of the DVDs of the packages from every character that I'm going to have to talk to during the course of their season to make sure that I am well prepped, as they have completely studied me and my history. I say that to say the franchise knew everything you needed to know about this woman, and they turned a blind eye. And that is what, to me, is disgusting. And as soon as they found out this video existed, they were like, uh-oh, we just got caught. And I'm tired of seeing it, because we saw it in the NFL too. When Ray Rice hit his romantic partner, it was a 2-game suspension. When the video came out and we saw him knock her out in the elevator and drag her by her hair, he never played in the NFL again. Stop waiting for videos to be released to punish people when you already know the integral thing to do.
I'm about to show you is literally season 1, episode 1, 6 minutes in. And this is going to make so much sense with the context of what we know now about Taylor.
So wait, I want to hear about you and Dakota. So I'm like, he seems like a good guy.
Okay, so I don't even know where to begin.
I'm so excited. Tell me everything.
Dakota, he's my new boyfriend. We met on good old Instagram. He's very charismatic, he's charming, and he's very attractive. He asked me to be his girlfriend. And then we got in a big fight the next night.
When you fought, like, what was he saying? Like, what was he getting mad at you about?
I drank, and then...
She was drunk in the DV incident.
Yeah, I got drunk.
She admits to fighting with him before that.
100% admit that. Like, I was done and drunk, and so I felt really, really bad. He's like, I think we're just scared to like you, and like a lot more goes in.
Why would he be scared to like her?
Yeah. My situation that just came out, right? So he knows that that all comes with me. Then there's a side of me. It's like, should I be single?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like that to like go out of my 20s having fun. I just got out of this relationship. Like get all of that out of my system that I've been wanting.
I think my question is like, do you want to do this?
We have a lot of trust issues. I
was gonna say, does he have a lot of trust issues because of your past?
He does, and I do. Like with him. So we have trust issues because
trust issues from day one.
We posted TikTok together, and things come out on Reddit, and girls are on my TikTok saying, "Oh, he was just like with my roommate last week," or
no,
this and that. Like, ugh. Like now I'm like, I don't know if I can trust you. You know?
You kind of like.
You could have walked away right there.
No, I don't.
A little bit. A little. You like the like a little bit of jealousy.
She clocked you.
Tell that he like cares.
Mm-hmm. I do see that. But I also get scared because I'm like, I'm 3 months out of my situation, a month out of my divorce. Do I need to chill?
Yes.
He asked me yesterday. He's like, are you open to getting married again?
What'd you say?
I was like, yes. I was like, of course, I want to get married. I want to have more babies. I will do that. Like, that's my plan. And he's like, okay, good to know.
You just posted of Taylor Frankie Paul is so insane. It made my stomach drop, and I will stand 10 toes down on it, even more so now. If ABC releases her season of Bachelorette, they are insane. I don't care what you say. I believe that people have given this girl compassion for years. But now there is the video proof of what happened to her and Dakota in 2023. She threw 3 different chairs at Dakota with her child on the couch. One of the chairs went over the couch and easily could have hit her kid. And then at the end of the video, you hear her kid crying. Watching that video, I was like, oh my God, why after this was she even given the lead role on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? Why was she given a Bachelorette season? Like, she needs help. And yesterday, I know I've made 2 videos about this already, and before anyone in my comment section tells me I'm like defending Dakota, no, I think that he is toxic. I think he's abusive in his own ways, but that video is fucking insane. And I had a lady in my comment section yesterday tell me that me ridiculing Taylor is like blaming someone for having cancer. Huh? No, this girl has been given compassion, grace for years. For years. People have sided with her, said they feel bad for her. Like, guys, she has not changed. That video is from 2023, and like clearly nothing has changed if she is yet again facing another DV allegation. But I'm saying, like, even if it's Dakota sending this shit in to ruin her season, like,
She should not have a season. It should not air. They both need help. It's insane. And now I really don't blame any of the girls on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives for pausing production, because what the
Taylor, I'd be pissed. If I were Taylor Frankie, I would be pissed. Not because they canceled the show, but because ABC had no business giving her that show in the first place. They knew what the story was, and ABC is supposed to be family friendly. Disney loves a love story. I've made several videos on this in the past, and she is not the picture perfect love story, especially not for The Bachelorette. And this is where you have executives that want to live in this weird space of being relevant and with the times, but your authentic brand that you've built doesn't align with that. And I would be pissed because now she has this massive crisis on her hands that 100% could have been avoided if they would have just been brave enough to tell her no. And anybody that works in the industry would know this was coming. There's no way that this season was actually going to make it to air. Like, domestic violence charges active? What? No, this is crazy. There's so many levels to how Disney extracted every bit of publicity around this that they could just to cancel it at the last minute, and the only person left holding the responsibility is Taylor. I'd be pissed.
So we just finished watching the videos. Like I said before, the internet is completely divided when it comes to that. People don't know how to feel. We're not gonna get a season. Some people want to watch the season. Other people are happy that ABC is doing the right thing, and others are like, how did this happen, right? And I feel I'm on everybody's side to be honest with you when it comes to that situation, because A, there's a part of me that want to see the season. B, I understand that they had to stand on business, and now that the video is out and how shocking the video is, they had no choice. But I also understand the people that said, hey, this happened 3 years ago. This didn't happen 6 months ago. And when a big channel like this is casting people, they do extensive background check on everybody. So they knew that this happened. They decided to move forward with her, thinking that, hey, if this never comes up, if the internet doesn't make this an issue, then perfect, we're going to continue with her. But if the internet does find out about this, and well, the internet already knew about this, but if it resurface, then what are we gonna do, right? So essentially they took a gamble. They took a gamble on Taylor for viewership. I didn't even know that she was that popular. She's not typically the girl that I would go for. She used to be a Mormon, blah, blah, blah. And I understand that she has 4 million followers on TikTok. And she's a big enough star to bring viewership. But hey, that's what it is. So that's exactly why ABC decided to go with her, is because of viewership, and they wanted to get that back. But the gamble backfired. And ABC is not the first network to do that. A lot of people in business will do that. They're fully aware of somebody's past, but the reward might be higher if nobody finds out. So they're just going to play cool and see if it comes up, we're screwed. If it doesn't come up, we're winning. And it would have been a different scenario if this came out in episode 10, or like the show already aired and we were already watching the show and this came up, this resurfaced again. I think ABC would have been like, oh, well, we're in the middle of the show, we're airing it out, we're just gonna continue it. The fact that this came out right before it aired put pressure on ABC to say, well, we can't move forward with this anymore. Now, let's talk about DV a little bit, because some of you don't know this, but I come from a very troubled home where DV was actually a constant, and other things as well. It was complete nonsense, okay? And I put myself in an emotional unbalanced relationship for many years, okay? So when I'm saying what I'm saying right now, it's not coming from a place of blaming anybody. It's coming from a place of pure understanding. Okay? So when it comes to unhealthy relationship, and I'll call this situation unhealthy relationship. When it comes to adults, always adults, two people decide to be in an ecosystem. Two people decide to be in an ecosystem of unhealthiness. And I've said it before, and I'm gonna continue to say it again. When it comes to toxic relationship, two parties have to be toxic for it to work for a long period of time. If you yourself have been in a toxic relationship for 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, I know it's uncomfortable to hear, but hear it. You yourself, you have your own brand of toxicity. Your partner has their own brand of toxicity. And together you make a beautiful toxic mess. Okay? If you or your partner, well, let's keep it simple. If you are balanced, emotionally balanced in yourself, right? You have emotional maturity, and you find somebody that is toxic, this will never work. At the most, you will try to make it work for 6 months, and it would, at the very most, 6 months. But within 1 or 2 weeks, it cannot work. It will just separate. So it's not blaming you. It's being aware that when you're in an unbalanced relationship, it takes two to tango. And trust me when I say to you, if you have a conversation with my ex, they will tell you, well, yeah, whatever, I can call them they. He will tell you, whatever, it was a he. So if you have a conversation with my ex, he will tell you that I was probably the worst person that he ever was with. Sure, whatever. And 5 years ago, 6 years ago, if you had the same conversation with me, I would have told you that he was the worst person that I've ever met. But the me right now that has done the work, the me right now that has witnessed her dark side, that has cried, that has done the full work, therapy, everything to heal what happened before, what happened with him, what is currently happening, is telling you this. Understand that I myself had to be toxic to accept all the nonsense that I accepted. Okay, my camera is about to die, so I'm gonna keep it here, simple. I just wanted you guys to think about it, think about the situation, and let's start the conversation in the comment section and see what we can come up with. Like, I would love to see what you guys think about the situation. If you have different point of view than me, if you have other things you would like to say, please take the time to comment, and I appreciate all you guys.